Hi, it's Mine Crypto here. I hope we're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.
Well, hello guys, it's Mine Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. But before we start, I just wanted to ask you guys a question. I'm looking to produce a subscription service on YouTube where I will produce exclusive content, but with a twist. It's more about managing your thinking. Now, some of you may know that I work within the corporate coaching industry and have done for the last 20 years. So I primarily work with mindset, but I have two hats of focus. So mindset is fundamental to success, not just about positive thinking. So it's way more than that, a set of principles that I follow. So consistency, effort, and application, which will help you self actualize and recognize your own abilities. So I tend to focus on the process rather than the outcome. So applying the best version of yourself to achieve the best possible outcome. So you've got to remember outcome goals are important, but if you're not focused on the process, the outcome is harder to achieve, leaving it to chance. And what we want to do is get you to understand emotions in a correct way. And this is what I've done for the last 20 odd years in my day job. And what I would like to see is whether or not you guys think that would be something that you would subscribe to. And I'm asking first because I don't want to put something out there that something that you wouldn't be interested in, but I'm just putting the feelers out there. So put in the comments if it's something that you'd be interested in. Obviously, you'd be supporting me. So what I would do is produce exclusive content. So I would literally run a course. So you'd maybe 8 videos straight up front, and then I will produce one video per week, providing you with psychological tools that will help you on the lead up. We've got to remember we're in a bear market now. This is where we build. So if you like the sound of that, please put a comment in there if it's something that you're interested in. But first and foremost, let's look at the crypto bubble. So we are here. So Quant ranked number 40, $102, market cap 1.23 billion, and 24-hour volume 19.26 million. So we're up 0.1 in the hour, down 1.3 in the day, down 0.4 in the week, and down 4.8 in the month. And people are getting frustrated because we're seeing this rise and fall constantly. And I've seen this everywhere I've researched, subreddit, Twitter, Telegram, pretty much everywhere, everyone is getting quite frustrated. So I see this on here. This is from Matt in reply to Tokenizer, which we'll look at. This perfectly exposes that the price is 100% controlled and manipulated, and all this news is just used to trap retail funds. If retail investors had the power to push this up, Quant would be 10 times more. Whether true or not, I don't know, but it brings some interesting thoughts. So if we look here, let's just appreciate the last 48 days for Quant. So we've got June 15th, IMS MLT, June 16th, Project Rosalind, June 27th, Overledger Public, June 29th, the WEF CBDC Interop, July 10th, announced crypto less DLT, July 21st, GV on Yahoo Digital Pound, July 24th, GV chapter in Finextra, July 31st, Japan patent approved, and August 1st, US patent approved. So there's so much information and so much positivity coming out of the quant camp, but yet we're seeing the price rise a little and then drop back to these support levels, which it is what it is. And I keep saying that this is more about patience. And this is why I think that we are going to need some element of support of knowing what to do when the time is right. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but I work within the psychological world and I help people understand their own emotion because there's a lot going on. And I go back to this tweet here. I get TA, but quant is different. Once its enterprise use case kicks in, it will skyrocket. No one can use charts to predict that time. It'll be out of traders' hands. And I can't implore this anymore because it is something I've been saying all along. We don't know what the price will be because there's never been a time when institutional investors have invested within digital assets. But when they do, we're going to see a huge flood in the market. So who knows what the price prediction will be in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time? You know, nobody could have predicted what would happen with the internet. Nobody could have predicted what would happen with a bookstore like Amazon. Absolutely massive gains. So price prediction is always going to be hard to ascertain. And I get asked a lot what price prediction will be. And obviously, I would never give financial advice. I would never give a price, partly because we just don't know. Because this bull run or, you know, bull runs to come are going to be completely different, completely away from what it used to be. Will it rise to a huge extent and then just keep rising as people become, as institutions keep adopting? Because initially it will be some institutions adopting it, and then eventually even more. But we've got to wait for that time to happen. And like with any investment, it's an investment. You know, I honestly believe those that trade for small gains probably are the people that lose the most. Whereas people that hold investments traditionally end up seeing the fruits of their labor. So it's just about looking at what you're actually doing, why you're here, and that's what you need to understand. I also saw this tweet from construction trader Eth, and it's Quant helps the supplier utilize various blockchains for improved data integrity. So Oracle, IBM, and SAP have all tried to build these centralized databases, but over the years it's proven it doesn't work. Now they all use Quant to connect each data silo together, improving data integrity, and you can hear it here.
Why would we put that type of data on a public ledger? Because I think for most people, today we store them in databases and they're private. Why would we do that?
Yeah, so the reason is very simple. In my experience, in my previous work as an integration architect for many years, I realized that you have a lot of data, but they're all closed in data silos in every single company. And then you have to build integrations between them to exchange information. And yeah, 10, 15 years ago, that worked. You could build point-to-point interfaces between all these different systems. But in today's changing world, where a company are changing suppliers and distributors more regularly, it's not feasible to build new interfaces every time that happens. So I realized that we need a global database, or my first idea was to have this centralized database where everybody should connect to the same universal source of truth, so everybody have the same data. But that has been tried for many years by many companies, IBM, SAP, Oracle, all of them have been trying to build this centralized database, and it doesn't work. It's proven it doesn't work. And that's the same problem with private blockchains, which I see just a centralized database. So that's why we are using the public blockchain, and I think I'm totally convinced that it's only the public blockchain who can solve this, that we can use as a global data layer, so that every actor in the supply chain now can connect to that data layer and exchange information with each other. And what we get with that is that now we can connect even the smallest producer or farmer, fisherman or carpenter or something like that to this global supply chain, so they can contribute with their information. And by doing that, we can really prove quality of products, or we can prove that products are sustainable, that they are ecological, where they are coming from, how they have been treated, how the people have been treated, like all of the things that is now coming up with the new EU regulations, the EU supply chain due diligence laws, and there is new regulation from EU now, the digital product passport. So these are the things that we can support with a public blockchain like we are talking about here.
There you go, guys. Absolutely exciting. He's talking about public blockchains, global data layer, connect to data layers, regulation. All of that sounds very, very familiar. And to me, Institutions are going to be running soon. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. And remember, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. I've got so many people watching these videos that aren't subscribed, and you'd be doing me a massive favor, and you'd be helping out with those YouTube algorithms. Anyhow, all the best, and I will catch you later.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.